Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As all of you already know, this Sunday, the 15th of May, the second paper for the Public Service Commission's recruitment exam for the post of assistant professor in government general degree colleges was conducted, and many of you appeared for that examination as well. In the last couple of days, many of you have commented on several of my YouTube videos to give you the question paper which was given this time. Thankfully, they did allow us to take the question paper back home, so I have it with me. And I had also declared in my last video that in this video I would be analyzing the question paper for the subject papers examination in great detail. So this video is all about that. Let's get started. First of all, I would like to mention that this year's question paper was not like last year's. There were several changes. The number of questions changed from 100 to 70. Last year it was 100 questions for English only. This year it's just 70 questions for English and 30 questions for the first paper, English and General Awareness. So the question division for the several subcategories of the PSC Syllabi has also changed. I have divided the question paper into 6 broad categories. I will mention that in a while. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Press the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so that you can get an update from me whenever I share a video. Now, let's get right to the question paper. This is my question paper. As you can see, it's set B. And I have also uploaded a PDF of the same in the description section of this video, where you can go ahead and check that one out. There are several mistakes in that, as I have made about 11 mistakes while attempting the question myself. I don't think I will qualify for this one because my total marks, as I have calculated for both paper 1 and paper 2, is not anywhere near what I think the cutoff would be. But let's not talk about that. Let's directly go into the question paper. First, I will tell you what are the 6 categories which I have shortlisted for this question paper, and it took me a while to finalize these categories, which is why this video is coming a little later than I thought it would. So what are these 6 categories? Well, of course, the first category is the texts which are there in the syllabus, the 12 texts which have been mentioned. This is the first category of questions. The second is a synonym or an antonym type of question. These questions were asked in abundance this year. The second is a preposition or a collective noun based question. There were many questions on this category as well. Next is a generic history of English literature. Of course, this is also a part of your syllabus. Next is a text or term, like who wrote this text or who coined this term, this type of question. And finally is a generic grammar question, figures of speech, fill in the blanks, and other generic grammar questions. These are the 6 categories which I have developed. Before going into the question paper directly, let me tell you how many questions have come from these categories respectively. From the syllabus text, there have been 13 questions. From the synonym antonym part, there have been 10 questions. From the preposition and collective part as well, there were 10 questions. From the history of English literature, there were 12. From the texts and terms, there were 14 questions. And from the generic grammar portion, there were 11 questions comprising a total of 70. Of course, these divisions have been made by me, and everyone is more than welcome to differ. They can say that one question which I have allotted to history could be allotted to some other category. The reason why I have made this distinction is that this allows for a more or less even distribution of 70 questions across 6 categories. Another thing must be mentioned in this context, that there were several questions asked in this year's question paper which were based on interpretation, especially the questions which were asked from the texts which are there in the PSC Syllabi. As far as those texts are concerned, of course, your answer and my answer can be different. Your answer can be correct, so can be mine. So I won't go into the detailed analysis of each question's answer. But for most questions, I will just read out the question, tell you which category it belongs to, and the correct answer if it's a factual question. So let's start answering the questions. The first question is, explain the allusion to some fierce Maynard. This is a question from syllabus. Next is a preposition question. Fill in the blank with appropriate preposition. He is confident dash success, and the answer is off. Next is a poetics of postmodernism was written by, and the answer is Linda Hutchin. This is a question which I have classified as a text question. Next is Hassan is a verse play written by James Elroy Flecker is the answer, and this is again a text-based question. Next, in Act 2, Scene 7 of As You Like It, Jacques takes a view of life, that is, this is an interpretative based question from the texts of the syllabus, so first category. Next, the sculptor who made a bronze statue from the Duchess was the Klaus of Innsbruck, again the syllabus text question. Next, what does Ruth symbolize? A syllabus based question, and the answer I believe to this is homesickness. Next, the phrase implied reader was first used by the answer is Wolfgang Iser, and this is a text or a term based question. Next, Baxter Dawes is a character in, the answer is Sons and Lovers, this is a history based question. Next, choose the best antonym for the word spiritual, I believe the answer to this is corporeal, and this is a synonym or antonym based question. Next is choose the best antonym for the word improvement, the answer is deterioration, and this is again a synonym or antonym based question. Next is Meg Merriles is the name of a gypsy in Guy Mannering, this is a text-based question. Next, in memory of WBES is an elegy written by, the answer is W.H. Auden. This is a text-based question. Next, Achilles is the most redoubtable war hero in Homer's Iliad. This is a history-based question. Next is choose the best antonym for the word affirmative. I believe the answer to this is negative, and this is a synonym or antonym based question. Next is fill in the blank with appropriate preposition. Real power emanates dash knowledge. The answer is from. This is a preposition or a collective noun based question. The next question is the modern Prometheus is the secondary title of a novel called, the answer is Frankenstein, and I have classified this as a history based question. Next is who was Flora? Flora was the Roman goddess of flowers and spring. This is a history-based question. The next question, the question number 19 in the series B section, the author's grandmother looked upon research as, I believe this is a question from Shadowlands. I'm not 100% sure about it. If anyone knows, please let me know down in the comment. 20th question is choose the correct figure of speech from the options provided. The lisp of leaves and the ripple of rain. The answer is obviously alliteration. This is a grammar based question. Next is choose the best antonym for the word attractive. The answer is repulsive, and this is a synonym or antonym based question. 22nd question is choose the appropriate word from the options given. A dash of hounds. The answer is pack, and this is a preposition or a collective noun based question. 23rd question is choose the appropriate word from the options given. A dash of camels. The option is caravan, and this is again a preposition or a collective noun based question. Next is fill in the blanks with the most suitable word from the options provided. He sought God in every dash of his play in the outside world. The answer is manifestation, and this is a grammar based question. 25th question is fill in the blank with the most suitable word from the options provided. The homecoming was like the return of a little hero from a triumphant dash. I believe the answer is adventure, and this is a grammar based question. 26th question is the sojourners of Goshen were Israelites. 27th question is who wrote Confesso Amantis. The answer is Gower, and this is a text based question. 28, Roots was written by, the answer is Arnold Wesker. Of course, again a text based question. 29th is who edited modernism or postmodernism. Answer is Peter Brooker, again a text or a term based question. 30, Mr. Kurtz, he did, the above quote occurs in, the answer is The Heart of Darkness. I've qualified it as a history based question. 31, choose the correct figure of speech from the options provided. Cowards die many times before their death. I believe this to be antithesis, and I've qualified it as a grammar based question. 32, under the green wood tree who loves to lie with me, who sang this song. The answer is Amiens. This is a question from the first section, the syllabus text. 33, choose the best synonym for the word vanity. I believe the answer is superciliousness. This is a synonym or antonym based question. Next, the framework of Ulysses is linked to Odyssey. This is not the Ulysses of Tennyson, but the Ulysses of James Joyce, I believe. So this is a history based question, though the answers in both the cases would be the same, but I believe this is referring to James Joyce's Ulysses. 35, White Saragossa Sea by Jean Rice is a re-inscription of course, Jane Eyre, history-based question. Vallombrosa is the name of a valley, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. This is a question from Paradise Lost, syllabus texts. 37, Political Justice is a text written by William Godwin. This is a text-based question. 38, choose the appropriate word from the options given. A dash of studies. I believe the answer should be curriculum, preposition or collective noun based question. 39, the notion of some infinitely gentle, infinitely suffering thing. Here the reference is to, I believe, Jesus Christ. This is again a syllabus based text question. 40, choose the correct figure of speech from the options provided. Beauty cannot keep her lustrous eyes. The answer is personification, and this is a grammar based question. 41, the term faction was coined by, I did not find the answer to this on Google. If anyone knows, please let me know down in the comments, but this is a term or a text based question. 42. Which of the following has been regarded as the English example of the picaresque novel? The answer I believe is The Unfortunate Traveller, and this is a history-based question. 43. Modern Love is a series of sonnets written by Meredith, and this is a text-based question. 44. Perhaps the finest stroke of irony of fate is that Raju, a man of the world, has been worsened by 3 innocent persons, namely. Please let me know what answer you have written for this. This is a question from Guide, the syllabus text of PSC. 45. Fill in the blank with the most suitable word from the options provided. What a dash of the Buddha was Japan's militant bravado and its bloodthirsty heroism? I believe the answer to be mockery, and this is a grammar-based question. 46. Fill in the blank with appropriate preposition. Mr. Sharma is conversant dash the history of the case. The answer is with, and this is a preposition or a collective noun question. 47. The expression willing suspension of disbelief was introduced by Coleridge. This is a text or a term-based question. 48. Choose the correct figure of speech from the options provided. Beauty is truth, truth beauty. This is chiasmus and a grammar-based question. 49. Fill in the blank with the most suitable word from the options provided. My father's clothes were dashed with water. I believe this to be dribbling, and this is a grammar question. 40. The task is a text by Cowper. This is a text or a term-based question. 51. God forgive us all. This was said by the doctor of physics. This is a question from Macbeth, the syllabus texts of PSC. 52. Choose the appropriate option word from the options given. A dash of fish. This is a shoal, and this is a preposition or a collective noun-based question. 53. The term negative capability was coined by Keats. This is a term-based question. 54. The best synonym for the word multiformity. I believe this to be heterogeneity. Again, a synonym or antonym-based question. 55. Identify the meanings of the underlined idiom by selecting the correct option. The will was declared null and void, and null and void has been underlined. The answer, I believe, the will was declared invalid. This is a grammar-based question. 56. Who was the author of Vathek? William Beckford. Text or term-based question. 57. Choose the best antonym for the word prosperity. I'm not very sure about what the answer to this would be, but this is a synonym or antonym based question. 58. Choose the correct figure of speech from the options provided. The plowman homeward plods his way. This is a transferred epithet or a grammar based question. 59. Choose the best synonym for the word fertile. The answer is fecund, and this is a synonym or antonym based question. 60. Fill in the blank with the most suitable word from the options provided. The family atmosphere was congenial to his dash pursuit of knowledge. I believe this to be ideal, and this is a grammar based question. For 61, The Sacred Wood is a collection of essays on poetry and criticism by. The answer is Eliot, and this is a text based question. 62. Fill in the blank with appropriate preposition. The fort was secured dash attacks. I believe this to be from, and this is a preposition based question. 63. Choose the best synonym for the word lethargic. I believe this to be indolent, and this is a synonym or antonym based question. 64. Confucian has now made his masterpiece. Who is the speaker of this quote? This is probably Macduff. Text based question. Syllabus text based question. 65. The Waste Land was published in 1922. History based question. 66. Behind the wickedness of Lydia Bennet in her elopement with Wickham lies, I believe this to be her parents' lack of discretion and sense of responsibility. This is a question from the syllabi texts of PSC. 67. Choose the appropriate word from the options given. A dash of stars, galaxy, a preposition or a collective noun based question. 68. Choose the best synonym for the word optimistic. The answer is hopeful. This is a synonym antonym question. 69. Fill in the blank with appropriate preposition. Don't expose the medicine dash the sun. The answer is 2. Preposition based question. And finally 70. The phrase dissociation of sensibility was popularized by T.S. Eliot. This is a text or a term based question. So this is an analysis of the entire question paper. I hope you liked it. Please let me know how you have fared. If you have calculated your score, you can let me know down in the comments. I don't have any expectations from this examination. I did very poorly in my opinion. I believe the total cutoff in both the papers included would be around 80. If there are separate cutoffs for both papers, in this paper I don't think the cutoff would be below 55 at least. It was a very easy paper and I did some very silly mistakes. Let me know how your exams went. If you have any questions, queries, doubts or comments, please don't forget to leave them down below. Also don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Till then, hasta la vista.